Okay, bismillah. So let's talk. So I think the agenda, what we'll do is we'll study some Quran.
Okay. Yeah, knock on wood.
What's that about, man?
Knock on wood, inshallah.
Does this help?
Yes, I kind of does.
No, so think about it. Right? I mean, this is actually a very important point. Like, can this have an effect on my destiny?
Maybe.
How? Now think about it. How? Okay, what can have an impact on my destiny?
What impacts it? What can impact?
Yeah. What can influence my destiny? What can influence results?
I don't know. I think I'm still trying to figure that out.
No. Okay. So your whatever effort you put can have an impact on your destiny, right?
Yes.
No doubt about that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, from unseen world perspective, unseen world, right? Things they don't have a direct impact on that. They're not a direct cause of it.
Yeah.
Right. So obviously, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala can intervene and prevent a harm from reaching you, and that happens, right? So you see somebody going, and the car is just about to hit them, and Allah protects them, and they don't get hit. That happens.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it does happen.
Likewise, sometimes it was like there was no chance for failure, and out of nowhere your phone breaks down or your phone slips out of your pocket, or something happens that is very unlikely to happen.
Yeah.
So that can also happen. Right.
Okay.
Now, let's say a black cat passing your way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like an owl or a horseshoe or knocking on the wood, anything like that. Can this have an impact? Like how is that going to have an impact on destiny? That's where superstitions come from, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So actually, from Islamic perspective, thinking that anything else other than Allah has an impact on you, like any of those sort of unseen stuff, like black cats or white cats or whatever, like the 13th floor, right? If somebody lives on 13th floor, can that have an impact on their destiny just because they live on 13th floor?
No, I'm gonna just say no.
Yeah.
Just indirect way. Just through an indirect way.
What do you mean?
Like human intervention. Yes. But like I get what you mean. Like naturally.
Some people just think that 13 is an unlucky number. There's no such thing like that. Like 13 is an unlucky number, or such a cat is unlucky, or this is an unlucky omen, or something like that. That doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, anyways, coming back to the point. So we wanted to see that a good way of progress. And now you've been very consistent. You've been coming in. The first meeting we talked about Islam. We continued discussion, and then after a few weeks you took Shahada, and then you came last week. So we have some sort of consistency. That's very good.
I want to make it more consistent.
Yeah. So consistency is important. At the same time, we also want to see, okay, where are we heading? Okay. And then from that perspective, so we can make some forward progress. Mm-hmm. So obviously one thing is your spiritual dimensions, right? What do you want to do from your spirituality perspective, your relationship with Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala? Mm-hmm. And other goals could be your family goals, and your personal career goals, and your educational goals, so on and so forth. So we can talk about some of these goals on air, and some of the goals we can talk about it off air. So whatever you're comfortable with, we'll just keep switching. Okay.
Okay.
So what do you want to start beginning with? So basically, you want to have some sort of a public commitment, maybe, if you will. Okay. And then we'll follow up next week and then see, hey, you know what? Did you own up to it or not? So one thing that you did publicly well was that you came last Friday, and then you said, I'm going to come this Friday, and you made it, even though you had to take a Uber, right? Yeah. So you were running late, right? So you didn't take the bus and you take the Uber, but you made it on time.
Yeah.
So that's really good, right? That's ownership. We want to be, so if you commit to something, you want to own it and you want to make it happen. Now you can learn from it and then say, hey, you know what? Next time I don't want to spend an Uber. I'm going to leave early, and I can take a bus and save time or money, whatever I want to do. So that's very good. May Allah bless you for that. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good. So now I would suggest let's have a mission that you would own, and that is to check out the 2 mosques that I suggest that's near your work and home.
Okay.
So that would enable you to frequent mosque more, because as you said that you're more comfortable praying at mosque compared to home, right? Because of the current situation. So we want to make sure that you're able to walk into the mosque by yourself, pray, maybe meet one person or 2 person if you like to. If you don't, just pray and leave. Okay. If you can't do it, then what we will do is you and I will go together. So you kind of go once with me, and then you feel comfortable, and then then we can take it from there. But I think you are strong enough that you should be able to go by yourself. Okay, so you have two options, right? You do QSS or you have that other mosque, Risala. So can we set it as a goal for you to, make it happen? Actually, you can. What time do you get off from work today?
9:30.
9:30. Yeah. So that okay. And what about tomorrow?
Tomorrow I get off.
Oh, you don't know about your schedule. Okay.
Well, I get my schedule every Friday, but they already give me my work period until Saturday.
So tomorrow you're working what time?
I'm working from 3 to 8:30.
Okay, so if you want, one option could be that you can pray your afternoon prayer.
Yeah.
There.
Like the one that you told me about.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's
the one in the basement you can pray, and then because it's like, right across the Nofas, right? So I would say,
you want to take it as a goal for next week? See, I would like to. I still just doing.
Pray properly. So it's like when I go there, it's me just I'm just learning while I'm trying to, going along, right? So I think a big part of the insecurity is because I still don't know how to do some of this stuff yet.
Okay.
So when I do go there by myself.
Well, today you just prayed Friday prayer by yourself, right? Because you and I were in different lines.
Yeah, we were, but at the same time, I feel like I was just following everybody. It wasn't really like.
Okay. Good. So you will have a target of knowing how to do your motions before you go.
Okay.
Right, and that's not hard.
Yeah.
Right. So maybe in the next clip we can work on that. Just let's get at least the motions right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then
the motions, I got it down. But
okay, that's it.
But honestly, like the words, like the Rohim,
but nobody's. But you're not. That's very important. You're not reciting out loud.
Yeah, you're not.
So people will not notice.
Yeah.
How good you are, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And as we were discussing last time, like once you start the prayer, people like don't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
They just go.
Yeah.
So.
And there are many Muslims, by the way.
Yeah.
Many Muslims who have been Muslims for like 40 years.
40 years.
Oh, right.
40.
And they still don't know how to pronounce things properly.
Like the prayer properly, or just Arabic words?
Arabic words.
Oh, okay. Then.
Right. And there's two things. One, there are two types of such people. Okay. One, people are like, they've tried it, and just because of their previous accents and what have you, they can't fix it. They're too old to fix it.
Okay.
And the other people who never cared, they just learned as children, and then they never paid attention to improving it.
Okay.
So, in 6 months or 2 months, you'll be way better than many Muslims who have been like praying for 40 years. They just did not bother to learn properly. Or they have an excuse with Allah that they tried, but they can't fix it. Okay. So just because you're not pronouncing it properly doesn't mean that your prayers are like your prayer could be better than mine in the sight of Allah, because you're more focused, you care more, you sacrifice more to come than me. Even when
I recite nothing, even in my head.
Exactly. Because you are doing what you're able to do, and your challenges are bigger than mine. Okay. So that's very important. I mean, it's not like Allah knows us deep down. So Allah is not judging us by our outwardly appearance and what we are able to say and what we are able to articulate. What Allah is looking at is the condition of our heart and the effort that we are putting in. Right. So that's what counts, right? I mean, you taking Uber, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Right. To make sure you're here on time. You could be sleeping and then just heading to work. So that's a big deal itself.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Now, if you don't spend time at all in learning, that's an issue, right? I mean,
yeah.
So let's say if you could, okay, I'm going to spend like 10 hours just like playing video game up there, but I'm not going to spend any time learning. That's telling, right?
Yeah.
That I don't have time to learn about the words of God. That's a bit telling.
Okay.
So the point being that, if you know your emotions, you can go there and then you can pray.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you might feel uncomfortable at the mosque to hold the app and look at it.
Yeah.
So I can understand that issue. I mean, I would say to have that courage and use the app.
Okay. As long, yeah.
Not the Salah app. The app that actually teaches you how to pray.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Salah.
No, yeah, Salah Guide. Yeah, Salah Guide.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. You had iPhone, right? It's a prayer space. Prayer space.
Oh, the prayer space. Okay.
You have it, right?
Yes.
So that's something that you can use, right? Yeah. And I mean, you use that, but I'm saying that let's make it happen. Like, so you have like 7 days from now So I think you can target to go there tomorrow, but if you fail, then you have Monday.
Yeah.
Okay. So I won't, like I'm saying, at least make one trip there before next Friday. I think
To both places.
Yeah. So one is closer to your home and one is closer to your work, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So make, how close is the one to your home? Because this is very close, the work one, right?
The work one, yeah.
So what about the home?
The home one, I would just have to.
Would you have to walk or take a bus?
I'd have to take 2 buses. But
Two buses?
It's short-term buses. So one would be like 5 minutes on the bus, and the other one maybe like 7 minutes.
Okay. And you don't get any time to pray at home when your mom is out or anything like that?
When I'm at home, I try.
Yeah.
I try to do at least like the prostration, for example, let's say. But I think the biggest problem that I found is just
like you don't find any time when your mom is not at home, like private time.
When my mom is home or is
she's not home.
When she's not home, I do find time.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So you can at least pray one prayer at home, right?
Yes. So for example, right, this morning I got like a notification on my phone for Fajr.
Yeah.
Right? And I realized like I felt so guilty, but I realized that my mom was just like one room over, right?
Yeah, so she can, that's not, and she's sleeping.
I mean, she is sleeping, but at the same time, I have to go do, it is a different room. Honestly, we only have 1 bedroom. So it's
you're in the living room?
So yeah, and then actually we switch. So she's one day she's in this room, then come on, rent is tight nowadays. So
that's fine.
So we switch. So sometimes I'm in the living room, sometimes she's. So yesterday, last night I was in my bedroom,
right,
and then she was in the living room, right, and I don't have much space in the room, like in my room, so I couldn't even really much kneel.
Okay.
Or like.
So, but if you're in the living room, that's higher chance for you to pray. Okay.
Just more a higher chance to pray, but more of.
Okay. So basically, as you can see, what I'm saying is, physically speaking, you're able to pray at home.
Yes.
But you have this psychological barrier and motivation issue at the moment. So that's why I don't want to interfere with it at this time, just because you're still very fresh. So let's see if we can still continue to pray at the mosque for now. Okay. And and maybe at work too. Like, can you pray at work? Like you said, you have some Muslims at work, right?
Yeah, but they don't pray.
Do you ask them what's going on? Just ask them. Maybe they may go at the back and they might be praying.
Yeah, because we do have like this little spot, but not a spot for like praying, but just like a little spot.
Yeah, for your lunch or whatever, right?
Potentially.
So that could be another thing to check out. Maybe we'll give you these 2 goals.
Visit the mosque and see what.
Okay, maybe I'll ask the Shia. Maybe she prays there.
Yeah, check it. See what she says. Right?
Okay, what if they say they don't? Like, what should I?
How come you don't pray? Give them dawah, say what is the first pillar of Islam?
That's true.
So maybe sometimes you may be the source of inspiration for other people, right?
I'm not sure if I'm in the position to talk.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Well, maybe I'll say, why don't you do it at work? Or maybe
let's do it together,
Yeah. I should.
Yeah.
But no, because it's usually sisters. It's mostly sisters that are.
But then maybe there is a guy with a Muslim too. It's just that there's nothing observable on him.
Yeah, that's just me.
No, but you sure 100% or what?
Sure. If there is, no one's saying it. So it's more like they keep it hidden.
Yes, you may have to guess with the name.
Yeah.
You don't have any Muhammad or Ali or Ahmad or Junaid or.
Yeah, but it's usually people who.
It's all like Western names. You have only all Western names. You don't have any.
Yes, we do, but at the same time, it's kind of like.
Yes, just tell me their first name and I'll tell you a good guess. No, that's what I'm saying. You could tell.
Okay,
by the names.
Okay, there's one guy whose name is Siraj.
Oh, that's very likely to be a Muslim guy.
Yeah, but he's Tamil. So
what?
Huh?
Tamil?
Yeah, but he's Tamil. But
what do you mean Tamil?
Tamil.
Yes, but he can still be Muslim. Right?
Of course he can. But it's more like because he's a manager, I don't know if he does, but maybe I'll ask him and be like, okay.
It's up to you. If you're gonna take
if I want to take that chance and say because just going up to one of your managers is a pretty big deal.
It depends. It depends on what kind of relationship you have. Like me and my manager, we talk about prayers.
Oh, because he's Muslim too?
No, he's not Muslim.
He talks about prayers.
Yeah, he knows it's important to me. Sometimes I say, you know what, I can't. Can we do the meeting after this time so I can pray and then come to the meeting, whatever, right? So so I'm quite open about it, and as I said, like, look, if you're doing your job properly and they need you, you can be yourself.
I need to find a new job. That's my problem.
Well, if you need to find a new job, then you don't.
So will you help me find a new job?
Absolutely, man.
Okay.
No, but I'm just saying that. Okay, anyway, so let's see if we can go and have that sort of mosque visit.
Okay. So that's my first.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on your WhatsApp.
Okay.
Oh, did you try this app we were discussing last time called the Habit Share app?
Habit Share. You didn't tell me about Habit Share.
Do you want to get it right now? You're connected to Wi-Fi, right?
I don't think.
Yeah. Let's get you Habit Share app.
Let me see. Connected.
It should be.
You just have to just
Because this password should be saved, right?
Let's see.
in the website store. So
I guess my 2 goals, or 2 or 3 goals.
Are you getting Habit Share app?
Habit Share app.
Let's get to the store. Oh, I mean, yeah.
I don't know why it's like that. So
Yeah, it's connected, is it?
it's
Go to a web page and see what it says. So if you go to a web page, it might ask you click and.
okay. With you, so I like music.
It's good.
Okay.
For now, as I said, we're only gonna focus on what? Prayers. That's it.
Yes.
Anything else we can deal with it later.
Okay. Accept. Okay, that's a general question. That's a general question.
Yeah.
So, because I actually researched a little bit more about why music is kind of a thing, why that's a thing, and I tried to look into it, and I think it started with after Adam and
Actually, if there's nobody in that room, I may be able to just turn it off. Give me a second.
Oh wow!
So if you can just get
because I'm about to dance.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Turn it off.
Kiki, do you love me? Oh.
There we go.
is it like music or something? No, it's like good. Oh, so you can actually.
So now you know. Okay. All right. Yeah. So let me get you the app.
Yeah. So I think I researched a little bit. I forgot what his name was.
So is this App Store?
App Store. Yeah. App Store.
Yeah.
So I think I researched a little bit more about it. I forgot what his name. He was the son of Adam. No. He was the son. Yeah, he was the son of Adam, right?
Who?
I forgot his name. But then the reason why music is
so
bad
you're getting,
is because
I said like let's leave the topic of music, man. I'm just saying that. So see, part of that is also to get into stuff that you're ready to deal with, right? Are you ready to deal with music at this time, anyways?
I don't.
So that's the thing. So why would you go and research a ruling about something that you're not ready to give up yet? Right?
I don't know. Because I just saw it.
That's the thing. You see a lot of random YouTube videos, man.
Yeah, I do.
So that's the prioritization is super important.
Yeah.
Because then you're making it hard for yourself. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You're just making it hard for yourself. Because then you're gonna have a list of 20 things that you're not supposed to do, and your love for Allah needs to at least be at that level that you're able to leave things for the sake of Allah.
So don't even look at things.
Yeah. So right now,
it's so crazy because I'm looking at all those.
Yeah,
things.
don't do
I
that.
already saw a lot of things.
So right now, what your motivation should be, like, read about prayer and how important prayer is in Islam.
Yeah.
Because that would motivate you to pray 5 times a day.
Yeah.
And that's way more important than music, than anything else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you, like, for example, if you're not able to, make time for prayers or stop things for prayer, like, how are you going to give up music? Or so you can create an account if you want. I think you can also.
I thought you had an account.
No, I mean, I'll have an account, but it will be just for me, right? So you'll have your own account. So if you want, you can quickly create it, and then we can also share habits if you want.
So was it like it's like a schedule? schedule kind of thing?
So let me show you mine. So you can have like, things that you want to do a number of times per week. So let's say if I have like, okay, I want to go to gym 4 times a week, you can then yeah, that's my, you can see that, right?
So,
I want to read like, this much Quran every day or whatever it is, right? So you can actually create it and then you can say yes, no, whatever. So you can actually focus on your habits. And then you can share too. So you see that some of the people have shared with me as friends. So you can actually see that what other people are doing. So let's see, like let's put Lewis on the thing. You guys don't know Lewis. Yeah, so like he's putting in like, if he's going for Friday prayers, he's reading Quran before Dhuhr, review PDF for Salah, reviewing lectures, praying in mosque, things like that. Some people also have like, write a blog, right, for their career, apply for 10 jobs. So yeah, it kind of keeps you that focus, right? Yeah. There you go. So now you can create, you can also, share with me. So I'm just going to connect to myself so we can be friends.
Okay. Only if we really are friends. I'm kidding. No, we are.
We're gonna be like habit share friends.
Okay. Habit share. I'm surprised. I thought there would be more downloads.
No. Okay, so ready?
Double tap. Okay. Friends email?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what other goals do you want to set?
So I really want to go back into my boxing next week. So my boxing classes is $140 a month. So I really want to.
There's no White Friday sale. There's no White Friday sale at your boxing.
No, no. White Friday sale. You mean Black Friday sale?
Yeah.
Oh. No.
Can't read all this.
Yeah, I mean.
Because the notifications come in.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean.
Okay, good. So now you can. So we can work on this offline.
Okay.
So yeah. So you're gonna have a boxing class.
Yeah, I want to have a boxing class. So how do I add that?
Yeah. So you can click on plus. No, this is for friend.
No, that's for friend.
So add
habit.
Yeah, add habit. Okay, so you can. So it says the name of the habit. So we will say boxing class.
Okay. I'm probably not gonna make too much habits right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Schedule.
Yeah. Do you want to have it like what frequency daily or like a certain number of times a week? So you can select. I want to do like once per week or once per month.
Like if let's say you want to do boxing, like you mean once per week, or do you get to set the date?
You can say you can say we are once per week, but then you set the date.
Okay.
So let's say we're gonna do like number of per week, right?
Yeah.
So let's say we say once per week for now.
Okay.
Okay, and yeah, that's it. And
that's amazing. Wow.
Save. So there you go. So you have like boxing class.
Yeah.
Okay. You can also click like add. You can say okay, Friday prayer.
You have a nice shirt today.
Thank you. Right. So frequency would be, or you can also create a reminder, by the way. So frequency for this would be special days, and you would say, okay, I'm only going to do it on Fridays.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
That's cool.
It's so crazy, man.
What?
What's crazy? It's like, because you made a good point right there. Like, don't. I guess it's a double-edged sword. I guess. I don't know how to word it, but your love for God has to outweigh your love for maybe materialistic things, or the things that are closest to you will give you like short-term pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's not necessarily nothing wrong, enjoying the short-term pleasures, by the way, right?
I mean, I get what you mean, but I guess sometimes you go overboard for people who go overboard. Yeah. I've met a lot of people who they do that on purpose. They intentionally don't learn about something on purpose, so they get away with, I didn't know.
Oh no, right? That doesn't count. That doesn't count. So I'm not saying that there's no sin on people who are not. Look, there's this. What I'm saying is focus on prioritization, right?
Yeah.
So right now, why am I? Look, I mean, to be honest, if you really wanted to be on the follow to the dot, you should be praying 5 times at your home, and you should be having a conversation with your mom. And mom, I'm Muslim, and I'm going to pray to God. And there are ways to do that with wisdom. You're going to have to say, look, Mom, you want me to love God, you want me to follow God. I know that this is what God wants from me, so I'm going to pray, and can we make it work? But I understand that you're not ready. So what will happen is if you go and you have that chat with your mom.
So do you think it's because I'm not ready, or do you think it's because the situation wouldn't be ready? Because I already told you before, like, I'd rather my mom see the benefits of my change versus she seeing me in my pre-mature nature, and then she's like, oh, look at what it's already done to you. You're so confused.
Are you responsible for how she views you? That's what I'm saying. Is Allah making you responsible for how she views Islam, or Allah is making you responsible for doing your best? But what I'm saying is, again, my point is something different. I'm saying that sometimes you know that this is the right way to do things. Okay? But there's a risk that if I encourage you to do the right thing, what may happen is you may get burnt out, or you may not be able to handle the consequences. And you may say, you know what, I just don't want to do anything. Okay? So I don't want to be having the responsibility for you to do that. Right now, I haven't. So my point is, look, if there are easier things that you cannot do, why should I ask you to do harder things? And that's something for every coach out there to think about, right? If the new Muslim is not able to do easier things, why should you ask them to do harder things? So for example, if you can go to work and you can go half an hour earlier and you can pray at the mosque that's right beside your work, and you're not doing that, which is okay, I'm not blaming you. So why should I ask you to go and have a confrontation with your mother while you're not doing something that's way easier? Right? And something even easier than that is you're at a work that you don't even care about much because you're going to leave anyways. Okay? And if you can't go at that work and go in the corner and pray, you can tell them, I'm meditating. That's the cool Western word, right? So you can show up earlier at work and go in the corner and pray. And
sometimes it's literally like while I'm working, where
there's
you see a big interval.
Yeah, you have a pretty big interval because tomorrow you're gonna start at 3:00, for example, right?
So
you can pray your Asr prayer. You can pray your Dhuhr prayer. And you can start your work.
Then how big are the intervals then? Like, is it like an hour?
No, you have it in Muslim Pro, the intervals.
The intervals.
But let's not get distracted.
Okay.
So my point is, look, what we're trying to say is something here. That look, let's do the easier thing first. And build momentum. Then pick the harder thing. So right now, having a discussion with your mom is hard for you. And whatever reason you're giving, I don't agree with that reason, by the way.
I mean, give me a reason why.
As I'm saying, we can disagree, right? And you don't have to agree with everything I say.
It's not like I don't agree. Like, just explain to me a little bit more what you would do.
No, I mean,
or what?
Would telling your mom make it easier to pray 5 times a day and be who you are? Would it make it easier for yourself? Like, would you rather not hide about this thing and be, scared about it and just be out there? So, hey, you know what? I have the burden off my chest now, and I can just be myself. Then but I'm saying, bro, like, you shouldn't even think about it if you cannot do something way easier than that, which is to pray at work or pray, in a mosque beside your work.
So finish the basics.
Finish something that's easier. Then we get to something that's harder.
And I think that's my whole point.
What's your point?
It's like, if she's like, obviously my mom, like, I don't think it would derive me from the fact of me learning more and, for example, like, going through this more. If she said, I deny this, but I just think it would just be.
Did you say you have to leave at 2:45?
Yeah, what time is it now?
2:50.
2:50? That's fine. Extra 5 minutes, then I'm done.
Yeah, so stepping back, let's wrap it up. What I was trying to say is we were talking about music. Okay?
Yes.
So what I'm saying is we're not ignoring it, or we're not saying, I don't want to learn about it. What I'm saying is it's also important so what's best is to learn about what's the most important thing and try to see why can I do it or why can't I do it. What I need. Am I lacking motivation? Am I lacking the environment? How can I increase my motivation, and how can I make my environment easier for myself? Right? And then later on, then we can pick music. Then we'll say, you know what? This music is haram, for example, but this is kind of like, a middle gray area. Let's do this. let's use something that's better lyrics, then let's move on to something else, let's move on to Quran. We can have that gradual transition, and that's just natural, just being realistic about things. That's how most people are. Some people can go cold turkey and they can just leave things right off the bat and they are fine with it, but that's very rare. So we can't just go cold turkey. We have to do things gradually. So right now I'm saying, let's see if we can go and have a prayer, and do your boxing class, and continue listening to some of the motivational lecture that you have been doing.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good idea. And then also we're gonna work a bit on your prayers, right?
Yeah.
So right now,
I mean,
maybe we can have a goal by next week. You can come here and you can recite the first 2 lines perfectly. So maybe the goal next thing, like Allahu Akbar. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So these 2 things you should be able to say next week. I think that's fair.
Okay, but I'll learn it next week. I mean, I'm gonna look at it.
No, you're gonna practice. No, we'll use WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So you will practice it.
Yeah.
And by next week you'll have it practiced, and then you will say it.
Okay.
I think that's fair, right? So I mean, that's not hard to master 2 lines of any language. You can give me 2 lines of Chinese, and I can practice it by next week. I'll show you if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. So give me two similar lines of Chinese, and I'll just.
Why do you want to learn?
I don't. I'm just saying that it's physically possible. It's not a big challenge to master 2 lines.
I mean, I think it would motivate me more if you actually learn some Mandarin.
Okay, so you send me two
2 lines of Mandarin. Can I send it in actual Cantonese or like actual Mandarin, like the actual kanji or the actual?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So that's it. So let's wrap it up and let's read some Quran.
Yeah. Or
I'm gonna end this and then we're gonna start a Quran series.
Take care, guys.
What are people saying?
Don't let him press you, Gabriel. He's tricking you about music. Okay.